Okay, you guys, so I wanted to just talk a little bit about what happens when you get back from a photo shoot. This student went to the football game and has a whole bunch of photos of cheer for her spread assignment. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how to filter through these and review how to deal with some of the file management that hopefully will help you save some time down the road and help us try to avoid losing important images. So when you guys look through your pictures, this camera was set to take both a RAW and a JPEG file. So you'll see there's two copies of each picture, which is fine. We can deal with that setting another time. You really don't need to take two copies of each photo, but Camera Raw is great for image editing. So when you're going through here, what you're looking for, your first editing is here in Bridge. And you're gonna just start looking at what you want to keep. So when you're looking through here, save a little time to actually go through and decide what's a good photo and what's not. I'm definitely gonna keep more than I'm gonna use. So I would say this is a cute picture. I'm not sure if we'll use it because usually we use more candid photos in our yearbook, but I'll go ahead and hit Command 1 and you'll see right here it gives it 1 star. I really like this one too. I'm gonna hit Command 1 on that. Let's see what else. We definitely don't want people goofing at the camera. If I can't tell about people's faces, I might click film strip and that way I can see it a little bit clearer. I think we want to keep going through here pretty quickly and just looking at what is worth saving. So I know already I'm going to go ahead back to Essentials and I'm going to try to grab a couple of pictures just along the way that I think are worth keeping. And it's really hard to tell when it's smaller like that. There's the girls always selling their whatchamacallit. So typically what we're looking for is lots of people in pictures. Ideally, we want to see action and candid shots most of the time. So this is a good example of that. Let's go ahead and star it. And so going through, let's star that. Some of these are a little bit dark. It gets really tough at football games. If you ever have this experience, you'll know because it gets dark during our football games. So we want to take some time to select the pictures that we think might be a good representation of that sport, even if they're a little bit dark to start with, and then we'll deal with that. So using a flash is an option, but I typically try to avoid it for as long as possible because you see it makes people's faces a little bit super bright. Let's star that one and kind of go through and make sure the girls look happy and cute because they're cheer. That was a good one. And we can go from there. So there's a lot. These girls did a really good job on this shoot trying to work from a variety of angles. They have a lot of pictures, some obviously just silly that we're not going to use, but it's fun to look through and see everybody's photos. Definitely fun to get a photo of the fans. Maybe we can select one of these. Let's see what's the best one. They're cute. I like the flag in the background. The LG Cats flag is cool. Let's see. I really liked these first ones, but up here the football players' heads are cut off. They were trying to get the signs in there, so let's see if we can find one with both. Let's go with that. So we'll hit Command 1 on that. So once you get through all of your pictures, and this filtering process might take a little bit longer, what I'm going to have you guys do is now that you've starred those, you can come up to the top menu, and I just have to find it. Under View, go to Sort, and choose by rating. What that's going to do is it moves all the pictures that you've starred to be next to one another, and that's a lot easier for the next step. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of those by clicking on the first one and then going to the last one and holding Shift. Now what I want to do is I want to batch rename these, and we talked about this a little bit in class, but just to review, I'm going to go to Tools, Batch Rename. When I do this, I'm going to use a few different things. The first thing I want is to be text. So what I'm going to write down first is the event. So I'm going to go ahead and put cheer because that's the spread that they were on, and I'm going to hit add because I want more things in my title. The next thing I'm going to include is location. So I'll put, well, we know the location, it's at Los Gatos High, so I'll skip that. I believe this one was done by Serena. and I'll put Serena Lexi because I'm not sure which of them took which pictures. And then other than that, the date. So then add one more, and you can just select date from the drop-down menu and it'll put it in there for you. It'll know it based on the image file information. So then we can say rename. Oh, actually, and then one more thing, because there's going to be multiple pictures with all of those criteria. The very last thing is going to be a sequence number. And we'll use 3 digits because they have a lot of pictures, starting with 1, and it can go up to hundreds that way. And then for now, it's only processing 21 files, but that's fine. And then we'll go ahead and say rename. And so what it did is it imported that name into all of these things. So that's really helpful for starters, so everything is named correctly. The other thing that I want to do is go to Tools, and I want to find my metadata panel. So I need to view that. Let me go back to that for a second. Okay, so then this is my metadata panel. When I click on any of these pictures, let me go back to Essentials. When I click on one of these pictures, I can see the f-stop, the shutter speed, and the ISO that this was taken with. That's going to be helpful to understanding if you ever get pictures that don't come out well, we can talk about those. For now, come down here to IPTC Core. I want you to make a note of the creator. That's you, the photographer. So let's put Serena Lexi again. And then if there's anything else here that's relevant, we can put something here for the description if you have a caption ready for this photo, but for now we don't. So creator is good. I think the rest of it we'll just leave for now, and that's sufficient. So now I have my photos labeled, they're numbered, and I just need to put them into the ladder for Google Drive. So what I want to do is I'm going to make my Adobe Bridge window a little bit smaller, maybe. Oops, I didn't like that. Hang on, let's see, did I lose it? Okay, here's my Adobe Bridge file. Am I still recording? Yes, good. Okay, in my Adobe Bridge file, I don't know why that got super weird. We're gonna go ahead and just select these pictures. So we want the first one, whoops, where to go? And then we want the last one. So I'll hold Shift and select the last one. That way it does all of those for me at one time. And then I'm gonna just come over here and go to our class. So here's Dashboard. Go to our yearbook class, and you can go to the yearbook ladder. And then what you'll do is just click on the links. Follow the link to yearbook ladder. And for this example, we'll ignore that for the moment. For this example, we're going to go ahead and go to photo folder link. Okay, and when we do that, we know that we're doing the page 1617 cheer spread. I'm going to open that. There's edited pictures. These are not yet edited, so I'm going to go ahead and just drag these over to here. So this will take a moment to upload. I'm going to go ahead and let it do that, and I'm not going to make you listen and watch this kind of circle and spiral into green check marks, but the next video will show you how to go ahead and edit the pictures once you have them uploaded, at least for starters, to your Google Drive.